guys. So for those of you who may have missed class once or twice recently, I'm going to make a time-lapse video to kind of go through the steps of what we did. It's super important because the skull is the third of our three major forms, the first two of which were the pelvis and the rib cage. So the skull, super important to understand if you're drawing the human figure. And we need to kind of understand it at a skeletal level from the front, and then we went over the facial proportions, and then also the skull from the side view. So these are the three things that I'm going to make time-lapse videos. I'm going to make a time-lapse video for each one. I want you to notice that all three are on the same page, kind of all in a row. That's so that we don't have to continue making the same measurements over and over again. And also so that you can kind of see where things are in relation to the skull. So you can see kind of where the nose is, you can see where the teeth and the mouth line, I mean, you can kind of see where the eyebrow is. According to where it is on the skull, you just bring your line across, and then even over here on the side view, everything kind of like lines up. So here we go. All right, so the first thing you want to do is make a vertical line that's 4 inches. And then you're going to divide that in half and then divide it into thirds. I eyeball the thirds and then just check myself to make sure they're all equal. And then you're going to extend those lines out to the end of your page. So your page, remember, should be horizontal format so you can fit all 3 drawings in. So you're going to extend the third lines and the halfway point line all the way out to the right. And then you're going to take a measurement of the 2/3 and you're going to make that on the horizontal line to represent the width of the skull. So now I'm finding the center of that upper square, that 2/3 square, and I'm going to make a circle there, which is representing the cranium, the largest part of the skull. And now, right below that 1/3 line, I'm sketching in the shape of the orbital cavities, or the eye sockets, and also the nasal cavity. Here I'm sketching in the lines of the cheekbone, also known as the zygomatic bone. You'll probably have to be pausing this as you go so that you can get yours right. I just divided the lower third into thirds, and this is going to help me understand where my teeth need to begin, where the opening of the mouth should be. And I also kind of sketched in a jaw line. Your jawline, once it gets down to that very bottom third, needs to kind of angle in towards the chin, and there should be a little bit of a flatness to the chin. You see I just added these kind of 2 football shapes. Those are empty spaces kind of behind that joint of the jawbone. I'm now filling in some value. I just actually accentuated the widest part of the skull, which is 1/3 down. And now I'm filling in values to darken the orbital cavities, the nasal cavity, and showing the 3-dimensionality of the skull using some value, some shading. Imagine your light source, just like we did in perspective. Mine's coming from the upper left.